Dictionary, the word suffrage. Suffrage is a very specific word in English, and it means the right to vote, the right to take part in democracy. Uh, so very frequently when we study history, we we think about the fights regarding universal suffrage, um, and then we can talk about a period where only a part of people were able to vote, and then we wanted to extend that right to everybody. And then there is the woman movement, woman suffrage movement. Women fighting for their vote, for their right to vote. Okay, so we use this word specifically to talk about the right to vote in democracy, right? Uh, as a political concept, it's a pretty young word, all right? This word has been in English for a very long time, but just meaning voting for or against something, you know? That would be suffrage back then. When did it become, this, when did it get this meaning I've just told you? Um, The official date is the Constitution of the United States. This is the first documented occurrence of the word in the meaning we have today. Okay, so it's the political right to vote in the U.S. Constitution, 1787. Okay, okay, so let's try to dig up a little and see where the word comes from, because I don't know, maybe it's a little bit strange, right? But suffrage, like you suffer when you vote, or what is it? Actually, it comes from French, and the word would be suffrage. Of course, it's very dangerous when I make that French accent to talk about old French words, because keep in mind that the pronunciation of French has changed over time. So I don't believe that in the 15th century they pronounce like that. Okay, but it's nice. It sounds like I'm intelligent because I'm making French sounds, right? But now, seriously, I think if anybody knows French and wants to tip in, please do so. But I think originally French would have like a strong R, not this fr. You know, it would have like fr. And then it would be suffrage. I don't know, because when you watch opera, for example, they have that strong R, and opera tends to get the more traditional language. Well, that's just a digression. But from French, we're talking about 13th, 14th century. It meant intercession. So I'm trying to help a person, for example, and it comes from Latin, that is suffragium, that is basically support, vote, and that comes from the verb that is suffragari, you know that is basically lend support, vote for. Until now we haven't reached, I don't know if you agree, but we haven't reached any place interesting. I'm not clarifying a lot, but then we get to a very interesting point, that is, if we analyze that Latin verb that is suffragari, we have subfragor. Sub means under, fragor means uh, crash, shouts, like shouts of support. So basically, you are shouting there, yes, I believe in you, my favorite politician. Whoa, okay? And from that, we have the idea of choosing and voting, and from that up to the point where we have this very specialized word just meaning the right to vote in a democracy.